Twitch told me that I got an achievement that I had 50 people watching me, and the one underneath it was visible, and there was like, you know, it was like, oh, you've almost hit 100 people watching you, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just flip the desk, walk away. Like, what the shit is this? Because it's like, my thought process was that people were coming and going, but apparently nobody was going that day. So I would have been here earlier, just woke up, go to sleep again, went to bar and VR chat, and I'm drunk. Oh my god. You too. Yeah, it's all good, Shelly. I was wondering when the fuck you sleep, because I'm like, after my stream, you were streaming, and yeah, I went to sleep like during the day. I think I went to sleep when you were still streaming. I don't think you were when I started tonight though. I kind of like didn't get a chance to check because I only got down here like released from the cats in a short period of time. That was upsetting for me. I had to like get up and walk away from my cats that were curled up with me. I was like, of all the times in the world, normally the cat will get up and like leave when it needs to like get a drink, food or box or whatever. And I was the one that stood up and walked away. I just felt so fucking terrible about it. See, I'm getting offered Persona cores now. And you can actually do this a couple times. You can get a Persona Core quest, and then you can call them on that thingo and request a quest to go get another Persona Core. So I've done that before. I've had 4 Persona Cores at once before, and my god, did I get attacked like non-stop with my colony of Asora. Let's see, kibble. I don't want human meat. Do you have no components? Medicine. This is going to cost me a bit. Steel? Oh, that's some good steel. Get off me, bug. Not about that. Alright, what else? Another psychic superpulsar. Any... Oof. Oof, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fucking shock lancers that I have now. Once I buy this one. That is 12 people I can take in the future. That's some good people stealing right there. Alright. Also, I do remember Mirthless and I had a funny conversation about Mirthless thought that RimWorld was a bit of like a prison colony simulator. It's just I'm constantly stealing people. This is not normal how I play the game. It's not even remotely close to normal. Yeah. I just kind of remembered that, and I might maybe explain a little bit since like I've got the option to, when the game's on, it's a lot easier to kind of like explain it. I might take that hit. It gives me about 3,000 or so left, and I don't know where they are. I need to come back to this. I could probably I'll go up to here and I'll see what I can do. Muffalo Revenge, huh? Who? Not McPherson. Grenard, maybe? Grenard, mate. Maybe turn around. Turn around, Grenard. Oh, man. Yeah, so generally the normal way to play RimWorld is, as far as I'm aware, is to have like at least 300 mods. I'm not taking the mechanic out of anybody, I swear. Yeah, but like... Oh, come on, mate. You can do it. Why is there a guinea pig in there? Oh, yeah, of course. I do not like normal vacations. Alright. Grenard, you're gonna die, mate. I need you to get your ass down here. Are they downed? No. Just keep moving, mate. Let me fucking recruit them. Jesus. Star, whatever you're doing, just go up there. Jackal's coming up too, actually. I saw that. Where was Jackal? Wolverine's coming up too. You guys come up here. I don't think they're going to make it by the edge of there. If I keep you running up... I don't know if I can run them up and around. Maybe. Yeah, I can. Let's keep going. People buy so much. Just sit at the beach. Yeah, depends. I don't take holidays, so I don't know. I don't like to go outside. Why not go to a beach in your own country? Not everybody has a nice beach in their own country. Some people have, like... a shell beach. Some people have a what do you call it, a glass beach. Some people have pebbles. Sometimes it's like not nice ambient temperatures. It's unpleasant. So plus sometimes people just like the concept of luxury of, you know, another country's beach and like the idea of just sitting somewhere across the world, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, Mirthless, the actual game itself, right? Most people will have a small colony. If I can find anywhere on my base that has something small like this, okay? So you would build generally square to rectangular buildings, and they would normally be interconnected to some degree. You would, if you want it not to potentially all catch fire and burn down, you'd make it with like a stone type of wall instead of wood, to kind of better insulate it, protect it a bit more. Stone can still burn, it just takes a bit longer, it's harder to destroy. You'd normally work on practical space, like for instance, how I've got like everything's in here kind of thing. Like this is still too big a space for most people, like normal colony type stuff, right? So you'd normally have like kitchen, fridge, bedroom, storage, whatever, right? It all be together kind of thing and interconnected if you can, because moving around the map takes time. There is, and it's going to be really hard to see if you're on a phone. There is, if I can get it on a dark spot, there is this little calculator, this little timer down here. It says what hour of the day it is, right? And it also, you can tell by how far away something is. If I was to say, see, Steel's going all the way up here. They might be going up to bed, feeling campfire. Okay, so it's 12 hours now. So Seal's partway up here, and we're just going to take a look to see how long it takes them. They're going up to get a piece of wood to take it to a campfire to refuel a campfire somewhere on the map. All right, they are going to the kitchens. So we're starting at the 12 hours. It will click over partway through that because it was already partway into 12. But it should take them probably about an hour, half an hour to an hour in their world to get to a location. There's 13 hours because my stuff's so spread out. To avoid that kind of waste of time, you'd normally build everything close together in close proximity, and it would basically like increase productivity. Fucking hell, not productivity. But yeah, it would improve it greatly. They're almost at the thing. Scroll in, keep an eye on them. Almost there. They're refueling it. It's still 13 hours. Okay, so within an hour. It could click over any second now to 14 hours, and that basically took them from, you know, what was that, 11 until 13 or something? No, 12 until 13. So it basically took them from like 12 p.m. to 1 to walk from part of my base to the other to refuel a campfire. Big waste of time. But yeah, the kind of thing that you'd normally have on RimWorld is, say, there's 3 types of ways that the game kind of works. You have like the crash landed type. I think you've got the survival, naked survival or something like that. And then you've got, not sure what the other one is. I think it's like ruins or something like that. So I think naked survival is one person, one colonist. You get one person, right? They start somewhere on the world. You can, I think, still choose it. I'm pretty sure you can choose with all the locations. I've only ever played crash landed. And yeah, you kind of like just select wherever you want to be on the world that you want to have a base, and that one person starts off with nothing. And you have to start building everything with that one person. If they go down, if they get attacked by an animal, there's nobody to heal them. You die. If you start planting a crop, like a little tiny crop, like 6 squares or something like that, you know, you've got to be able to tend to that crop, cook a meal, tame an animal if you've got an animal, you know, go hunt an animal if you need to. You've seen how many times things attack my people while I'm hunting animals. Like, you can get killed doing that very easily, especially since they start off and they don't have a weapon. Then you have to start with making basic primitive production stuff like a bow and arrow, or, you know, like a spear or something like that. You can play through in any kind of playthrough you want or can imagine. Like, you can choose not to do any research and live a primitive lifestyle where basically, like, you only have like the primitive weapons. You don't get guns. You don't get like steel tools or something like that. Like, you choose not to. Like, maybe you don't get electricity. Maybe you work with just fire. There's all sorts of ways to play through it. I can't afford that, but I do want some of this shit. I might sell some of my animals and head back. But yeah, then you've got, what's the other one? You've got the Crash Landed, which only starts with, I think, 3 to 5 survivors. And like, that's a slightly better odds of surviving. Not guaranteed, but slightly better. And you kind of like just go with, what do you call it? Like, again, in that case, you've got a couple of people who might be able to make something. Maybe somebody's having a tantrum and they're downed. Maybe somebody's like given up and they leave, or, you know, you get attacked. Like, there's all sorts of scenarios and stuff. Let's see if I can sell some more of these yaks. I'm really borderline on the money here. Oh no, hold on. Too much. That's just on it. And I can get home. So I have just enough animals left to get home with this, which is fine. They have so much steel. Now I've got to get home without them getting their shit stolen, because I've got all this stuff. Look at these psychic fucking psychic shocked lances. I can take so many people right now. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else there is. I should at some point try to do like a basic fucking playthrough. Like, if you go back to like some of the very start, there we go. That's a refuse and fight. If you go back to like the very start, oh, dragon, let's take you. Where I started building my colony and stuff, you can kind of see where it started and how little I had. And I built a lot of things in together to try to like keep them happy, because they can also just get shitty and destroy your shit. So that also happens too. There's what's the other one? There's oh yeah, Crash Landed, by the way. You can also get like cryo sickness and stuff. So they start off and they're unwell and they're puking all the time and they just can't quite work. But I don't think any of you guys have got a shock lance in these animals. I doubt it. Yeah. All right. Well, here's hoping that we can take this person, because I want to take Dragon home. Let's replace Rush with Dragon. Sounds like a good trade to me. I also said that on the wrong thing. I wanted a raid. There we go. Yeah. What else is there? There was the naked one. There's the Crash Landed. And then the fuck was the other one that I said? I honestly can't remember. But yeah, there's generally 3. Like, I think maybe if you guys can remind me right at the end, I can go into like the fucking settings and I can show you guys what the actual options there are for like starting a colony. Like, I won't sit there and like actually go into making a colony or something like that, but I can show you the different ones that you get, like the base stuff that you have. All right, you lot. I don't have any more of that, but if I could attack you. Okay. That one died, but this one's still alive. If you two can tag out, you two can tag in and you back up. They're downed. Oh god. We got time. Alright. Where can I put you? I can put you in here. Maybe. That might be a bit of work. That's too much to close off. There's a spot. There's little things like this too. Like, looking for a little spot like this, I can put a bed here. And I can get myself a wall, which I don't have wood. I must have marble on me. Got marble blocks, do I? Yeah. Yeah, I got marble. That's not gonna be a good choice. Hold on. I don't know why I told it to drop that. That's not great. Let's see if I cut down some trees here. No, I won the caravan battle. You guys can all unattend. You can stay here at attention. Save that. And what I want to do is I want to try to cut down these trees to build a small structure to try to house that prisoner in, because you need a room to be able to capture somebody. I just need to make sure that everybody that can go and cut a tree is available to go cut a tree. The more trees that go down, the faster I can build this. Enders in a days, that's fine. But yeah, I want to take Dragon. That would be awesome. It's an awesome name. Also, it is fucking Year of the Dragon, and I'm also Year of the Dragon, so all of this is win to me. You want a bed, huh? Alright, hold on. Give you a couple of beds. Let's make this one medical. You can go and sleep in that, because I can just see you being a problem for me. Can I get you out of there, please? No, I can't. Let's see. Was it 1988? Yeah. I like how... Yeah, that's right, because you're fucking 35 too, aren't you? I didn't realize you're also Year of the Dragon. It just didn't hit. That you didn't make... Was it? Did you make the animation before? What animations? I'm not sure what you're on about. Let's see. I could do the thing now. Oh yeah. It did not occur to me, Mothless, that you're the fucking Year of the Dragon too. Like, that's pretty awesome. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. It seems so fucking obvious in hindsight. I guess I kind of figured that, you know, when somebody says their age, they could be turning as, like, they could be either at that age or they could be turning that age, you know? So I always kind of assumed that when somebody says the same age as me, that they're actually, like, gonna age up or something, you know? I make animations, but I do not know where to start. So far, I've only made... I've made 2 GIFs. I've made the cheese slap one, and I've made the 5-year... come on, Congo, keep at it. I've made the 5-year subscription emote badge thing that you guys get. Come on, Marja, you can do it. Yeah, nobody will see that until somebody gets a 5th year subscription to my channel. You made that on GIMP? Yeah. GIMP isn't too difficult to, like, make a GIF. It's a little bit, like, it's something. It's not the easiest thing. It's not particularly designed for that. Congo, mate, wake the fuck up. Can't do... Not assigned to. I bet that ain't the problem. Let's see. No, Phoenix, you're not jumping up tonight. I know you got away with it yesterday, but you're not doing it tonight. Stanley, can you go build? I need them to pick this person up before they either die or get up. Okay. Oh, you botched it, Stanley. Where's your bio? Construction 4. 0 construction. 0 construction. What up? Have a look around here. 1 construction. These people weren't brought out here for construction, I'll tell you that much. 2 construction. 1. Sam's got construction. Sam, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, Sam. Go get working. Oh, come on. I want to take it. Yeah, I haven't done any other kind of animation stuff. I cannot make French toast. I can barely cook shit, however. Like, at the moment, if I try to make toast, there is a 50-50 chance that if I don't change any settings, it's going to be burnt as fucking crispy black as I can get it. Like, I just have natural skills and talents when it comes to, like, you know, cooking. Nick can make French toast, but he doesn't make good French toast. I'm not ripping on him. I've had great French toast in Singapore and nothing's compared to it ever. Anywhere I've ever gone. I don't know what the fuck they did with that. That was at some hotel. I'd never eaten so much fucking bread in my life. And I also was really sick for the rest of the day because I ate so much. I think I ate like maybe half a loaf of bread in amongst that. I just couldn't stop eating it. And on top of that, they had it all in like half like triangle things. Like, you know, when you like half slice your bread kind of thing. So I ate a lot of that, but it was good shit. It was so good. They did great work. Oh, for fuck's sake, get that shit out of the fucking door. We just removed it. Yeah, pick up your fucking berries. Eat it, carry it. I don't care what you do. Are they okay? 12 hours. All right, now we've got another problem. Medical. Yeah, you can do shit. Go work on it. Save this as a new one. Hey, Pebbleus. Welcome in. Welcome back, actually. You've got a couple of streams this week. Fucking crazy. So I thought you got very good at it. Oh no, I'm not good at cooking a wafer. Like, there's a couple of dishes I can make. However, I have a 50-50 chance. Like, I literally have a roll of the dice chance that even if I make the same dish from the same half ingredients in 2 separate, like, pots or surfaces, 50% chance one of those, like, basically one of the 2 is going to be absolutely inedible shit, even if it's made with the exact same half of the ingredients. And if it's literally cooked all the same, stirred the same, all the same, like, I'm fucking great at that. Like, I don't do anything different between them, but I regularly fuck up dishes to the point that it is inedible. Like, I don't know how best to describe it, but if you can imagine food that has every kind of the worst flavor, smell, and texture in one hit, in one bite, but at the same time, the other dish that I made at the same time from half the ingredients is incredible. It doesn't ever make sense, but that's what I do when I cook. I don't like cooking. Like, I also don't see the point in, like, spending time cooking since half the time it turns out shit. So it just, like, I've still got to eat that crap when it happens. So it's like a frustrating, like, not so much like waste of money, but it's a waste of time for me. I could understand if you're good at cooking, if you enjoy cooking, cooking can be great, can be fun. But if you're absolutely dog shit at it, and no matter how much you practice at it, it still retains like a fucking 50% chance. Like, I actually am not doing anything wrong. Like I said, I've literally tried several times to cook side by side with half the ingredients just to see if I'm doing something wrong. And I'm not. I've been observed by multiple people producing one absolute piece of shit dish and one absolutely magnificent dish side by side with the same ingredients. It's been absolutely special. Like, there's no other way to say it. I'm just not good at cooking. So I gotta eat that crap. But it's true. The worst case scenario, the worst one was when I undercooked and overcooked both pasta and meat at the same time. And they were both in the same kind of perpetual limbo where it was all the way through was very both at the same time. And I don't even know how that happened. And the worst part was that I had to eat it because it's the only thing I had left to eat. For like a couple of days before getting groceries. That was the worst one, honestly. Pretty much after that one, I was just like, it seems to be nothing I can do to like improve this. I don't know. And it was that one time I made the most absolutely spectacular, perfectly cooked lamb. And then as I was getting it out of the oven, I dropped it in the bin. That was not right next to it. It was halfway across the room. That happened too. That was a special event. I have talents. I have supremely interesting talents. Nobody wants them. This is why earlier when like Shadow asked if I could like wish him luck, I'm like, you don't want my luck. You really don't. So maybe it's just the ingredients that are weird. I know different countries' ingredients taste different. Nah, it's not the ingredients, Aweva, because literally, if you cut an onion in half, you cut a steak in half, straight down the fucking center, and you put them into two separate pans, and you cook them at the same temperature in the exact same model, brand, age pan on the same hot plate at the same time, you add in the same amount of the same container of oil, flip it, fucking season it, same quantities of everything, and one turns out the texture of maggots, and the other one turns out the texture of the richest fucking wagyu you've ever fucking tasted in your life. That's me. That's my skill level, right? Like, I don't do anything to it. The ingredients are the same. I've tested it. I've been observed by multiple people cooking these dishes side by side to prove that I'm not lying and that people just cannot believe it until they've experienced and witnessed it themselves. But I have like a special skill that I wish I didn't have. That was not something I needed. As I like eating cucumber in, I don't know what that word is. There's Azerbaijan. Tastes a lot different than what I'm used to. I have no idea what that is. If you can maybe describe perhaps like what the item looks like. Oh, it's a country. I thought it was like a jam or some shit. I've just insulted a whole country. Don't mind me. It's like, it's fine. Because I was just thinking it was like a jam that maybe you dipped it in. Can you imagine that? It's like, oh, I dipped my I dipped my cucumber in this country and it tastes better. I'll fucking leave. Don't mind me. I'll just exit. Oh, that's so weird. It's the country. Look, it's somewhere. I'm not aware of like most of the world. I've never really had much of a big reason to like look at maps and shit. And as we all know, I didn't take geography, whatever it is. So yeah, like the funniest part about that is probably like I said, I almost got a mouse mat that had like the world map detailed on it, because that way when people talk to me and they're like, I'm from here, or this, have you heard of this place? And I like, obviously, no, I haven't. But like, I could literally just turn around and be like, oh, cool, this is this place, or this is here. And I could be like, oh, cool, now I get it. Like, I would seem so worldly and knowledgeable, but in actual fact, I just have a map underneath my mouse or something. But I don't have that, so we get me thinking that a fucking country is jam instead. Like, oh man, I got tears in my eyes. It's terrible. I went to a few countries, but it was not for vacation. Now, if you've moved around a bit, or if you've like been like visiting like friends or family and stuff like that, or whatever, like, it's good that you've got like some experience with the world though. It's like I've got experience with, like, I've been to Singapore, and that's kind of it. That was when I was a teenager too, so that was like a family trip. That was like my parents did like a work trip type thing, and we went with that. But I don't have any personal interest in traveling, and it's not something that I enjoy or want to do, especially since I've got a lot of medical conditions. So it's just a lot of effort, a lot of unnecessary effort. Like, we were watching a couple of like, what do you call it? Like those TV shows where they show you how like different like street foods and stuff like that are across the world. And we're looking at it and I'm like, I couldn't safely eat any of this. There's a, like, no insult to like the countries they were showing and the vendors they were showing, but it was just because like there would be a language barrier, and I have like reactions to certain foods and like how it has to be like handled and prepared and shit. And then on top of that, you've got like, you know, various overlapping conditions that can get worse as if I'm stressed and all sorts of stuff. You know, as well as like low immune system and so on and so forth. It's just a nightmare. I just don't like the concept of it. It's a lot harder for me to travel than it is for the average person. It's a lot more complicated. So I just don't bother. Like, if I want to go somewhere nice, I'll go for like a day drive. That way I have like a little bit of control over my surroundings, my personal situation at the time. Like, you know, it's a little easier to kind of like stomach a day trip than it is to like, you know, literally go stay somewhere. So I enjoy visiting new places, but the act of traveling, airport, car, etc. is not my favorite. What are you doing, Phoenix? You're not jumping up. No, not tonight. You got away with that yesterday. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you came and sat up here yesterday, and you were happy about it. Get away. It's not end of stream yet. Not yet. I like beeping Phoenix on the nose. He's like, he wants to like get up here and like sit on me already, but I don't know. It's kind of my own fault. I did like give him cuddles last night during stream, which is not a problem, but like he thinks that I finish a lot sooner than I do now, which is a problem because now he has to wait extra long for cuddles. So that sucks. Poor Phoenix. I can just imagine somebody's like, pat the fucking cat. Like, somebody out there is dying inside that I'm not patting the cat. Trust me, I patted him. I beeped him on the nose. He's run away. He's gone somewhere. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just a calf. Did you have stuff on you? You don't have stuff on it. Let's see. Yeah, my calf thing has died. But can we leave this place if you guys finish what you're doing? I think they've done everything they can. Where the fuck is that group? Get up here somewhere. Yeah, there's I am. There they are. You hate airports, go in trouble for sitting on the ground. Why? Oh, it depends where you're sitting though. If you're sitting in like a passageway or something like that, you might have been like perhaps obstructing like the ability for people to like move through somewhere, or alternatively there is the option of what do you call it? If it's like a fire hazard type thing. I was sitting on a passageway. Yeah, there you go. That would be it. Basically, airports, they have chairs. Was I not sitting on a passageway? Oh yeah, I can autocorrect. Yeah, no. Depends where you're sitting then, and depends on a lot of factors. Let me save that. Yeah. I don't know. I've been in a couple of airports. I usually go into airports to like pick up Nick. Nick travels a fair bit for work, so I usually have to kind of like go drop him off and pick him up and stuff like that. And sometimes, usually these days, it's a lot easier for me to just pick him up from like, you know, outside in like the transient areas where you can kind of like pick people up. But sometimes I'd actually like go inside. Depends on a lot of factors. I don't necessarily like fucking around with airports much because you got to go through like all like the, you call it, check station things. Maybe have to touch your shoes. Like, God forbid you have to take off your fucking shoes to walk through somewhere.